Good afternoon and happy Friday. I'm Rob King for 4 News Now. Welcome to today's kxly-plus Daily Rundown. I'll take you through some of the top local headlines and give an inside look as to what the 4 News Now team is working on today. Let's start with how we do most days with the weather. We know it's going to be hot. We have 4 News Now weather anchor Mark Peterson to tell us just how hot.
We're going to see the thermometer climb to the highest it's been all year long over the weekend, including today. Take a look at the 4 things you need to know. Wind's going to be light, sunny afternoon. We should see air quality improve as well as the haze become less. 90s through Monday, and some mountain thunderstorm expected in and around our region. So we look at the next 12 hours, and by 3 o'clock, we're at our high today of 92 degrees. But look at 7. It's going to be near 90, and at 11 o'clock, heading off to bed, 72 degrees. Yeah, it's going to be a warm one. Air quality is good. We'll see less haze. That's all good news there. The planning forecast, again, a hot weekend. Temperatures into the mid-90s, 92 on Monday with an increased chance of shower and thunderstorm potential in Spokane. And then that cooler air coming in behind it, it's going to be 85 on Tuesday, 88 Wednesday, and then warming again for Thursday and Friday of next week. The First Alert Weather app is free and available in the App Store. I urge you to download it. It is Rodeo Weekend in Cheney, and there's lots of other activities going around, and you can see more of those on kxly.com. Have a great weekend and be safe out there.
Thank you, Mark. Let's get into what everybody is working on today. We'll start with the latest information we have at a plane crash in Deer Park this morning around 9 a.m. We know a pilot was suffering a technical issue in a World War II fighter plane that he was in, a historic plane, and it nosedived and hit the ground. Fortunately, which best case scenario in a plane crash, the pilot was uninjured. The plane also, we're told, suffered minimal damage. We do know the pilot was the Historic Flight Foundation chairman, John Sessions, and he's flown planes before, so the FAA is investigating what happened. But again, the Deer Park plane crash, the pilot uninjured, the plane suffered minimal damage, so best case scenario there. Allison Martinez, she is looking at local impacts in a possible upcoming UPS strike. Over 340,000 workers could be impacted as contract negotiations broke down earlier this month. And it looks like they could be heading toward a strike again, and that could have several local impacts on businesses here that utilize UPS in order to ship goods and bring stuff in. So Allison is going to be speaking with local businesses about if this strike does happen, how will that affect them? The UPS workers looks like they want higher pay, and we'll see where the contract negotiations go from there. But this is a good local impacts on a big national story that Allison is looking into today. Bronte Sorotsky, she's looking at local impacts on a local story. The Regional Homeless Collaborative that has been newly formed, having some issues already. They are concerned about where the funding's going, what the funding's going to, and how it's being split up. So she's been speaking with the Spokane City Council, who looks like there's a rift right now between a couple of the members on how to go forward with the funding. And Bronte is going to get inside, see what both sides of the dispute are in this, and hopefully it doesn't cause the whole thing to collapse. Again, if you haven't heard of it, the Homeless Collaborative is the Spokane County, the city, a lot of local municipalities like Airway Heights and Liberty Lake, all coming together to try to solve the homelessness issue in our community. So this collaborative just produced their plan a couple of weeks ago, and you can read about that more at kxly.com about the plan. And Bronte, again, is speaking with local city council members about the issues that they're having right now and where they can go from here. Natalie Grant, she was out in Kootenai County this morning where the sheriff held a press conference. The goal of the press conference was to give kind of a recap of all the work they did over the 4th of July, including the fatal drowning that one person did die, unfortunately, in a drowning in Kootenai County. According to the sheriff, they issued about 34 citations. These are water-related citations, so, people maybe drink driving in a boat or doing other things, speeding too close to the shoreline. That's a citation. Half of those citations, according to the sheriff, though, were from out of state. Now, at the end of his press conference, he proposed maybe looking into a possible local option tax for out-of-staters coming to Kootenai County to vacation. I know Natalie's reached out to the city of Coeur d'Alene to see if that's something they've considered or if it's even possible to do something like that. And Natalie will have highlights from that press conference, and it looks like a bigger story on her hands coming up tonight. Destiny Richards, she was out in Green Bluff, second time this week, where the lavender farms are starting to open up for the season. She was at Fleur de Provence. I am not a French speaker, so that wasn't that great, but I tried my best. That farm opened today, where you can pick some of your own lavender, buy some different flowers, different varietals in the gift shop, and just an all-around fun experience outdoors. And Destiny, again, was out there this morning. So that full story is completed up on our website right now, kxly.com. Speaking of Destiny, today was her last day here in Spokane at 4 News Now. Destiny is moving on to another news job. I'm not sure if she's announced it yet, so I'm not going to say anything. But Destiny has been here for 3.5 years, just done an amazing job. So many fun morning reporter live shoots, doing all the fun, lighthearted stuff that morning show reporters do, as well as getting to breaking news stuff happening overnight. Destiny's just killed it. We said goodbye today, and we will all certainly miss her. Be sure to follow Destiny on social media platforms so you can keep up with her wherever she goes. So thank you for joining the KXLY Plus Daily Rundown. Be sure to download KXLY Plus on your connected TVs. That's Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and Roku. You can also download the 4 News Now mobile app on your smartphones, and be sure to turn on notifications so you get the latest in breaking news in your community. So all those stories and more coming up tonight in 4 News Now at 5 on a Friday. But for now, live in studio, I'm Rob King for KXLY Plus.